Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany for those of you who are new, so welcome. Today, I'm sure you can tell I am not in my normal section. Hi Braden. I am actually just sitting on my floor right now in front of my chair on this fuzzy rug because it looked really comfy. And look at my cute new pillow Chris got me for my birthday. My birthday is next weekend, and I knew that Chris was going to be getting me more makeup, and so is my family, so I figured I should probably declutter and get my life together because my beauty room has been an absolute mess lately, and I wanted to kind of add some decorations and make it a little bit more like me and add some decor and things like that. Sorry, my cat is like rubbing up against me, but I did a like huge declutter of all my makeup. Today though, I'm going to show you guys my eyeshadow declutter and all the palettes I'm getting rid of and why I'm getting rid of them. I did eliminate 2 shelves of eyeshadow palettes. Sorry, there's like cat hair flying everywhere. My cat is super sweet, but I wish he would just go up in the chair behind and like just sit there or something. But yeah, so if you guys want to see the other things I'm getting rid of, I literally have a whole like big shopping bag full of makeup, especially lip products. Last time when I decluttered those, I wasn't as ruthless as I was this time because I'm kind of like, I get like emotional attachment to things and I need to just get rid of it. I also got rid of some foundations. I went through my eyeliners, my powders. The only thing I really didn't go through this time was highlighters, blushes, and bronzers because I think I did a great job of that last time I decluttered. Alright, so the first 3 palettes I'm getting rid of are actually all 3 from Deck of Scarlet. If you guys have been on my channel and been with me for a while, then you would know I used to do videos actually with these Deck of Scarlet palettes, and I do actually really like them, and I think they're great, especially if you're starting out and you don't already have a huge collection. I did actually keep a couple of these palettes. I just kept the ones I knew I would use. But let's look at these palettes. Like some of these I didn't even use, and I know they're colors I'm not gonna wear. Like this one, like it's pretty colors and things like that. I just know I'm not gonna do it, like, or use it. I mean, and it's never been touched, so I don't want to swatch it just to never use it. So I think one of my friends, someone at work, would get really great use out of this. So this is the number 6 palette. And then I'm also getting rid of number 4. Again, never been touched. It's just like not my kind of shades that I usually gravitate towards. And I have those shades in my MAC Basic Bitch palette, which also has other shades I would use. And I like the MAC formula better, but this formula is still very nice. I just know I'm not going to use it. So next is the number 3 edition, which I really love the blush in here, but I can't keep a full palette just based off of a blush. So I am going to be parting ways with this one as well. Alright, next I'm getting rid of a couple Morphe palettes. The first 2 I want to mention are the 25A and 25B. I think these went live or like went on sale like last year, I want to say, but I remember there was like so much hype around these, and to be honest, I kind of fell into the Morphe hype just because everyone has like these codes and like shove products on your throat. And there are things from Morphe I really like. Like I really enjoy their brushes for the most part, and I just recently got their new highlight blush trios and like their like bronze duo things, and I actually really like those, but I'm just not a huge fan of their eyeshadows. Like they're good. I really love my Jaclyn Hill palette. I don't reach for it constantly. Like there's other palettes I would rather use every day. So that is why I'm getting rid of these. I honestly haven't touched these since I bought them, and I think all I did with this one is swatch it. Honestly, I might just swatch both because some of these don't even look like they've ever been touched in this pan. So getting rid of those. And then next I have another Morphe palette, and this is the 35O. I was hanging on to this for so long just because it's a classic. It's kind of what I feel like put Morphe on the map as far as like eyeshadows for a lot of people. And it is really pretty, but it's all warm tones and a bunch of neutrals, which I have in other palettes that I love and have better formulas. It's a great value, especially if you're starting out in makeup, but I don't need it. I never reach for it. I never really reach for packaging that's like plastic anyways, so that's kind of like another raisin, to be honest. I know that's kind of crappy, but it is what it is. Next, I'm getting rid of a Lorac palette, and I did a video on this whole collection, and I really did love it. The shadows perform great, but it's one of those palettes, after like the first month I had it, I quit reaching for it, and it has really bulky packaging to it. It is the Lorac Parts of the Caribbean palette. I really liked this collection. I thought it was really cool and unique. These are the shades. It's like a smoky, cool tone girl's dream, and they all perform really nicely. I don't reach for it anymore. I have other smokier shades that I like better, and the other shades are in a palette and with packaging that is not this bulky and taking up so much room. I really like it. I think it's cute, but I never reach for it, so there's no point in hanging on to it. I know someone else would get more use out of it, and I don't want it to just sit here and expire. Next, I have a eyeshadow palette that I actually got in a FabFitFun box, and I really wanted to try it out, but it kind of just got lost on my shelf, on the top shelf, and I never got around to trying it. It is the Freematic Eyeshadow Pro Palette Nude Eye Finish from I don't know how to pronounce this brand, but this is what palette looks like. It's brand new, never been touched. These are all shades that look right up my alley. I haven't used it, haven't reached for it. I know I'm not going to reach for it if it's been sitting in my collection for a couple months now and I still haven't even touched it or swatched it. There's no point in keeping it. I know someone else would really enjoy this, so I'm going to go ahead and pass it along. Next, I have the Pure Cosmetics, and I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it might be like a collab or something. I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce your name. I also can't really read the writing, but it's another palette I never even touched. I'm pretty sure I got this in a BoxyCharm, and I love that we get palettes in BoxyCharm, but lately I've been leaning more towards just using palettes that I know and love, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I haven't really done tutorials and like videos over collections that like just keep pumping out and launching, because I've just been cutting back and only getting palettes I truly know I will use and love, like, and just kind of sounds crappy, but like more high-end products like the Natasha Denona palettes, because I really love those and they're just so great. I don't know if they're worth $129, but I really love them. And like my Viseart shadows, there's just other brands that I prefer, and I've never really gotten into the Pure Cosmetics makeup, honestly. Like, I remember I got a bronzer as well, and I never even tried it. It's just their packaging doesn't draw me in. It almost feels kind of cheap, and I know that's horrible to say, but it kind of does. Next, I have the Winky Lex Kitten palette that they did a collab with on BoxyCharm. Again, I didn't even touch this. I think I swatched this one shade and that was it. Super pretty palette. It's just, it doesn't draw my attention. These aren't colors that inspire me. Like, it's pretty, but I just know I'm not going to use it, so there's no point in keeping it. Then I have some more BoxyCharm palettes. I have two of the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palettes. The first one is the, I don't even know if it says what one it is. I don't know, but this one is what it looks like. It kind of looks like the Kylie Cosmetics, the bronze eyeshadow palette that she originally came out with. Never used it. And then I also have the other one. This is like the cool tone, and I love these colors. Like, I love them, but I haven't reached for it. And I shouldn't hang on to things if I haven't reached for it, because I know someone else will get more use out of it. Sorry if you guys hear like stomping around. I feel like they started the Roomba upstairs and it's really loud. So next I have the Real Her shadow palette in Do Your Squats. I think I used it like maybe once and I haven't really reached for it since. I'm not like wowed by this palette and I haven't reached for it since. I didn't fall in love with it or anything like that, so no reason keeping it. And the packaging just feels kind of like bulky also. Like, I don't know, it's just not what I expected. Next I have a ColourPop palette that I've never even used, but I bought. It's the High Maintenance palette that they came out with a while back. It's just like a little quad and I really love the colors, but again I haven't reached for it. And I know other people would really appreciate a brand new palette and actually use it and love it. Unlike myself, I'm slacking and I'm a horrible person, but at least I am gonna give things away. And yes, before I give things away, I do sanitize my palettes, so before anyone jumps down my throat. Alright, next is the Pure and BoxyCharm eyeshadow palette, and I was really on the fence about getting rid of this palette because I actually really did I really like this palette when I first used it, but I haven't reached for it since, and I don't love the top row in here. Like, they're really corally and peachy, which might be nice for some people, but for me, it's just not something I like wearing all that much. I just feel like peach looks really weird on my skin tone. That's why I actually got rid of a bunch of peach lipsticks and things like that. They're just not really flattering. The blue looks really pretty, but I have other blues that are that color in other palettes. So again, I'm gonna get rid of it. And next, I am parting ways with two of my Violet Voss palettes. The first one is the Drenched Metal Pro palette. I actually really love this. I bought this when I was first getting into makeup, and I loved all of these shimmers. It got a lot of love, as you can see. I did use it all the time. I haven't reached for it since because, again, I have other shimmers and things like that I really love a lot more, so there's no point keeping it. Then I am also getting rid of the Laura Lee and Violet Voss palette. I was actually not wowed by this palette at all. The only shade in here I really loved was the green Smashly shade in here, and I love that one shade, but I can't keep a palette just because of one shade. I didn't think the mattes were that great. It looks used and abused, but I promise I would swatch it and dig in my brush trying to get product out. But I wasn't a huge fan of that. And then the last palette I want to mention is the Tarteist Pro palette from Tarte. So I did do videos with this a while back as well, and I actually do still like this palette. It's just one of those things I don't reach for it anymore, and I feel like it's a waste just letting it sit in my collection. And this was an expensive palette. I don't think it's worth what it costs. I'm pretty sure this was over $50, and I would not pay that again. The mattes in here are really nice. The shimmers are but I mean, there's only 4 shimmers and you get 16 mattes, so I think the mattes alone would make this a great palette for someone. I wouldn't buy it if I was to give this to someone. I think they would enjoy it just because of the mattes. I really like the purple tones in here, and yeah, so that is it for this eyeshadow decluttering video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you want to see my other decluttering videos. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!